So right now I'm going to play Street Fighter 6 right now. So yeah, let's go and play some games right now, okay? Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go and play some games.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to face Jamie now. Oh no, shit, man.
Give me that drama. Give me that
But
grime.
yeah,
Are
I
y'all ready?
am going to
It's fight
face
night
off
time.
Jamie right now. So yeah,
Here
let's
we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Gets a good read on their opponent. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Goes for the low kick. What are they thinking here? Starts with a jump in. Hold your breath. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Life lead opens up.
Oh my god.
KO.
Bro.
Player two
That's
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player two had an impressive round when managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. A quick breather. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Decides to meet them in the air. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big opportunity now in this corner. Jumps up. Then cages them in with the left shuka. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. They're in the corner and the beat count continues. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two is not in a good place and whiff. They're wide open. Are we good forward rush? Back into the corner.
Oh
what
gosh.
setup do they have? Player one can't use any drive. This is gonna hurt. They don't have any leeway to make the drive rush. And that was the highest if I've ever seen one.
What the shit, man?
Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a fair fight. Cry for mercy. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. An aggressive attack. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? KO. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. What a clutch side kick there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Both fighters want to establish the picks, the air throw. So they break forward to pressure. Burnout activates. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter going in with devil's reverse. 3-volt ices it. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Jump. Knockdown and miraculous grab. Player one in dire straits with burnout. There's a change of sides. Both fighters planning something? Oh, burnout triggered. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? That's a big gap. Who's going to crown them from afar? Oh, let's go. A real, well now that is a punish. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any, what are you jumping in for? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in? Who's going to steal this win? Blocks the impact. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player 2, it meets them air to air. Betting it all on this level 2 super arm. What's next? Player 2, were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1, if there's a burnout, drops them. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground, throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2, with the rhythm, are you kidding me? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
What the fuck is wrong with my device?
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Here's round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Jump in, finds the mark.
Break through. Break through.
We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on goes for the super art. Knockdown. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. The quarter finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Misses the drive impact. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 2 half brushes that off and keeps going. This is gonna be bad news. Fires off a whirlwind. Tree glove. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive, picks the air throw. Side switch in the corner. Sets up with the jump in. Risky up close scrap still goes. Stone cold and break. You can't block though. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Jump so fast on the air throw. Oh my god, kick out of nowhere. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Air throw. Had their eye on the sky. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Okay, creating some space here. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? The pressure is so intense here. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched.
Nice.
Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gets carried to the corner. Barely blocks the jump in. Big difference in life and super. Any mistake now will definitely end the round. This is gonna hurt. Nails the 3-ball. Super could burn out, but they may have a plan here. Very nice 3-block. Big time whip. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. How did they anticipate that jump in? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to field them and whip? They're wide open. Player 1 was gasping for drive gauge that round. What can they do? Looking for a hook. Ah, burnout activates. What now? Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Drops them. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Just goes to the air. Oh, they switch sides. What's next? Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. A jump? Oh my god, they just choked it up! Anti-air in the clutch! Okay, here we go. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Nothing stops this train. Can they punish counter set the table?
Nice.
With no hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done.
Nice win.
Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Just a quick dash short of you. Looking to follow up after that target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. They got their eye on the air. Heading into the endgame gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. Combo with the target combo. Player 2, amnesia. Player 2 has a slight run. Oh, burnout triggered. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Barely blocks the jump in. Big opportunity coming. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The anti-air in the clutch. Jump solid anti-air. 3-volt ices them. Maybe keeping a foot. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What a finish.
What the fuck, man?
Brings it home.
And you stop giving me 10, please. It's so damn annoying, man. It's just so annoying. Can you please stop giving me 10 of you and stop the game? Come on. What's wrong with you? Every time touching me out of the room.
Challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Break through.
Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 has the life lead. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Next hit will end the round. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They piled up charges forward. 3-volt ices it. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Going in, experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive bin. This is a very precarious situation. Going on the offensive, Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Not much life difference. Jumps in. Miraculous grab. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be fools them and locks them in embrace. What now? Very nice. Flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Does a good job of pushing back. Who's it gonna be? What are they thinking here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in catches them. There's a corner switch. Taking stock. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Next hit will end the round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Connects with medium kick. Holds out with a block. Not close enough for the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Unfazed by the switch and block, hit them with a stop and block. Pounding them with a La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? That's not gonna hit. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will have to smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. A weak flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Flash anti-air. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's the drive. The Triglav skewers them. Burns out. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. What are they gonna do? They push their way out of the corner. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Hope burn out, but they may have a plan here. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fire knocked them out of the air. Reads the jump in perfectly. Solid anti-air. The low kick hits. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Okay, here burns out. Player 1 can't use any drive. Quick air to air. Break him. Are you kidding me? Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Oh my God,
So that match had it all.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Very solid corner switch. Taking stock. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position. Were they baiting them into that? Shows the medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters are barely alive. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Elbow! Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Going in. Jumps up. Sets up with the jump in. Life lead is there, but still any... Are you serious? They had a read on that jump in the whole time? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh, meets them air to air. 3-volt. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Oh no, caught by the interdiction! Doesn't matter how far you run, he's gonna get you, and the damage is unreal! Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player 2 caused nothing but air! Nails it! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 1 can't. Ooh, does him dirty. Ugh, take a seat! Closes it out! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
Here comes a new challenger!
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The right idea, but whiffs the air throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner steal. Player 1 has the life lead. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. They break things off to take a quick breather. Taking stock. Goes for the drive rush there. Whiffs the throw. Life lead opens up. Barely blocks the jump in. Snares. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Medium kick hit. Who's going to start things off? Jumps. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Pre-glove. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Drive rush to keep it going. Jumps in. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters picks the air throw. Throwing some shade. They're in range. Grounds them from above. KO. Player 1 comes away with the win.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Here's round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Here. Here.
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. What are they thinking here? Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Not shy with the grab. What are these fighters thinking now? Burnout is triggered. All right, what's coming up next? A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Trying to read each other here? The pressure is so intense here. Time's the only thing moving here. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Combo with the target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Box him with a target combo. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown and drive rush to keep it going. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Picks the air throw. Free glove. Player burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Barely blocks the jump in. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? A quick breather. Player two, miraculous grab. This can lead to some big damage. Both fighters planning something? Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still drop them. Player one closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Who's gonna make a move? Anything could happen here. Nails the anti-air. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Did well to get the buff in there. All right, what's coming up next? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their burnout? Expect the tempo of the match to change. Life lead opens up. Jump. Knockdown. Jumps up. Good job blocking. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump in catches them. Took him to the corner in a flash. Side switch in the corner. Jumps in. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Blocks it. Oh, burnout triggered. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Solid anti-air. Ooh, does him dirty. The free glove skewers him. Right lead is there, but still, and he crowns him from above. Amazing. Very nice free glove. They got a dig. There's a burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down to meet them air to air. In flatline zone. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.